Hi there, Lloyd Machedo, speaking to you from LloydMachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? All right, I got this question from one of my viewers who asked me, Lloyd, how is it that you made money in Dubai, especially when you had all these tattoos on your face? Okay, see, here's the thing. What you need to understand is when I was in Dubai, I was based there for the past 40 years. So obviously I knew the ins and outs. I knew the contacts, the connections, and, I knew how to go around making money. So if you want to know how did I make money, well, here are the 23 ways of how I made money online, even though my face was tattooed and I didn't go out basically. Okay. First things first, you need to understand that in order to stay in Dubai, in order to stay in UAE, you need to have a visa. Okay. So once you have a visa, nobody's going to bother you. Nobody's going to check with you. You can do your own thing. So get the first thing sorted out, and that is get a visa. You can get it from either your friend who runs a company in the free zone, or you have a friend who can just give you a visa, and he'll take a little bit of money per year. They have, I think it's 15,000 dirhams a year if you can get a visa. I managed to get it from my contacts and connections, and I was able to take not my photograph, which had the tattoo on it, but to take the photograph which was there on my passport without the tattoo. So through a PRO would get that sorted out. So once after you get the visa, well, you can work pretty much anywhere quietly without making a big ruckus, a big noise. So how did I earn money? The first one was freelance work. And the freelance work that I managed to do was primarily through social media. And how social media? I was always on YouTube. I would put pretty diplomatic videos, general videos. I would put Facebook. I would connect with people on Instagram. So people knew about me and they would ask me how, they could promote themselves. So I would give them information. I would interact with them on social media and try to get some job, whether it was getting more followers, whether helping them, through, making them stand out on social media, or tips and tricks and strategies. So first one is freelance work related to social media. Second one is Jitex proved to be a very lucrative deal for me. I would work as a promoter. I would work as a presenter. I would work as a consultant during Jitex for companies where I would sell their products and services on the stage, or participate in their sales. I would manage teams. I would manage the entire event. And that is how I would make good money. It all depends on your negotiation skills. I would, bargain for $1,000 a day. And sometimes it would go much more than that. The highest that I managed to do in Jitex is $5,000 a day. Trust me, I got lucky there. The third one is working as a security guy. So, those days I used to do bodybuilding. I was a little buff, and, you can stand as a security. You can get something around 200 to 500 bucks a night. That is if you get the right contact or the right contract. Point number 4 is volunteering work. It doesn't pay as much, but then again, if you're doing volunteering work, they give you juice, they give you eatables, they give you some of the stuff that they're actually giving away. So it can also help in terms of volunteering work. Number 5 is buying and selling stuff online. You have Dubizzle, you have Souq.com, you have these websites that buy and sell secondhand stuff. So I would always look for good bargains. I would buy cheap and I would sell with a slight markup. But, then again, it's a risk. Point number 6 is a lot of bookshops and a lot of outlets would close down. You especially had those days, I don't know now, Virgin Megastore, the brands were closing down. You have these mega 85%, 95% off, which is all fake. You have these, stores which are closing down with a lot of merchandise. So I go there, check for bargains and buy stuff and sell it for slightly a bit more expensive on eBay, which would help me. Point number 7 is supplements. I had a friend who was a pharmacist. He would give me all these good deals that you would get that they could sell in bulk, like bodybuilding supplements, stamina and all that. So, these are all the placebo supplements. But some of the deals were really good. And then you'd get an enthusiastic bodybuilder or fitness fanatic who would want this for a cheaper price. Obviously, he wouldn't know my contact, so I could sell it to him. Point number 8 is group coaching. I used to have a mastermind group where I used to coach people and I used to give them the general knowledge. We used to have workshops and we used to have get-togethers. So people used to pay me like $100 to $500 per group coaching session. Point number 9 is being a company consultant. There were brands that really asked me how they could position or promote their brand through my social media presence. So that kind of helped also. And I would take care of their sales. I would take care of training their people. I would take care of the promotions and events that were happening there. Point number 10 is being a stage presenter. Especially when they're looking for someone who grabs attention. When I would come up on stage, I had the experience of being a public speaker for a couple of years. Point number 11 is conducting training programs. I had done for Oracle, I'd done for Etihad, I'd done for Emirates Airlines, I'd done for Landmark Group, IBM, Google. These are the different brands that I did. They actually, small workshops where you didn't have to take permission right from the top, but you could get around by being, let's say, freelance consultant, freelance trainer. Point number 12 is doing adverts. Like if I'd wear a shirt or I wear a brand and people knew that, I was in a crowded place, they would pay me some amount of money and say, wear the shirt and let people know that this is the brand that you endorse. Point number 13 is selling homemade food. Yes, I have done that, selling cakes and other stuff that, I'd have my chef make. Point number 14 is charging people for helping them place in good companies. There are people who take under the table some amount of money. It could be anything from 1 month's salary to anything else, like 3 months' salary. But then this was a done deal between me and them. I know it's not legal, but then again, shit happens. And once the guy gets a job, you don't have to worry. But I stopped doing that because there was always conflict of interest between both. Point number 15 is selling free zone visas. If you can set up a company and you have 2 or 3 visas, there's always somebody out there who needs a visa. And, if you have a visa that costs you, say, 10,000 dirhams, like to have a visa for 2 years or 3 years, and you're selling it for 15,000 annually, I think you make a decent amount of profit. Point number 16 is having partnership, where you charge a person a certain amount of money for being your partner. Point number 17 is have a business with your spouse name. So you can run a business, and if you're smart, you can make lots of money there. Point number 19 is renting out apartments, whereby you take an apartment in your name and you can rent out a studio apartment, but make sure that it is legal, because in some places it is not allowed. I was staying in Dubai near the Golden Sands apartments, where I was given a room, and then I had this other room which I divided into 2 and rented it out so I could make some amount of money there. Point number 20 is offering tuitions. My girlfriend used to do this, not me. She used to go home, door to door, home to home, and teach and train these students for 1 hour. For 1 hour, she used to charge 500 dirhams, so she was making a bit of money there. Point number 21 is as a gym instructor. Well, because those days I was a powerlifter and gym trainer, I used to come train people, 100 to 100 bucks, roughly you get for a few hours of work. It's pretty good. Point number 22 is you rent out stuff. If you have, let's say someone wants to buy your books or read your books and they want to pay you like 20, 30 dirhams per book, that's, once again, it's money. So what do you care? Point number 23 is loaning money. This can be slightly dicey, because how do you get your money back? So that is where some people used to prove valuable over there, especially who have contacts and connections. They would take your passport and they would make you sign a document. They would, take your ID card and, make it kind of legal. So, but once again, if you don't have the contacts, don't have the connections, don't have the legal framework, don't get into lending people money, because once you lend people money, they never give you back. So these were some of the ways how I would make money in Dubai, especially with my tattoos and sitting at home. So I hope this gives you some idea how to make some money online, make money in Dubai, UAE, but just be on the safer side. Don't break any rules. And keep in mind that if everything is done quietly, minding your own business, nobody will trouble you. And as long as everything is fair and square, love and war, and there's nobody who complains about you, everything will go just fine. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Live from Machedo.com, who's Live Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Signing off for now. This is me saying, ta, take care.